be good. But anyway, we're going to look at this study, why it's important, why we're wanting to do it, what we're going to expecting out of it, how you can be a part of it. You can be a part of it through the camera. You can be a part of it right here in studio with the ladies that are already here behind the camera. So I want to introduce you to a couple of fantastic, wonderful ladies, and I'm going to start here on my left. My left. I don't know if that's your left on the screen. Is that your right? My left here. You're right. Am I right? This is rough. Right here to my left, Miss Kayla Brown, and Miss Kayla, it's good to have you with us tonight. Are you excited?
Yes, I'm nervous but excited.
Chris says she talks a lot louder at home than that, so we'll get that. We're going to get that voice out of her. And then over here to my right, the most beautiful woman in the entire world, my wife, as we call her. For those of you who are tuning in and may not know, she is TFL, and that is for the First Lady. She's the First Lady of Gilead and First Lady of my heart and my life. This is my wife, Miss Ginger. Are you excited to be here, Miss Ginger?
Very excited.
This is your second time. You're a veteran now.
I am.
You're a veteran because she's already been on here. We did an impromptu for her pastor's wife Bible study one night when she was on, and don't let her lie, she had a blast. So we had a good time together, and that was actually one of our most viewed episodes that we've ever had. That was a good one. So anyway, so these ladies are going to be here, and so I want to do just before we kind of get into this, I'm gonna do a little icebreaker game. So you all can get to know them a little bit. I've got a list of 17 questions here.
Oh my gosh.
All right, and this is lightning round for you all to get to know them. Okay, so we're going to switch who goes first each time. So every other round, you will get a second to think about the answer before you have to answer.
Is this personal about us?
But every other round, you've got to answer first, and we need the first thing that comes to your mind,
Is
okay?
this trivia?
So this has to be absolutely 100% factual. We will fact check you on this, and we will call you out for a liar if you do lie. All right.
Cats.
You're fired. All right. All right. So we got 17 questions. So let's do this. Pick a number between 1 and 10.
10.
4.
Number was 3. Do you want to go first or second?
I will go second.
So you're going second. So you got the first question. That means you're going to get more first questions because there's an odd number of questions. So lucky you got question number 1. If you were not here right now at this very moment at 7-Eleven on a Friday night, what would you be doing where?
In my pajamas, eating pizza, watching Ocean's 11.
Wow.
Wow, that's very descriptive. I
was
think I
very
would probably,
specific.
yes, it was. Probably getting groceries. Yeah.
On a Friday night.
Yeah.
Man, y'all are living large.
I know. I'd much rather be watching Ocean's 11 in my pajamas, but
All right, Miss Kayla, this is a little bit easier. This will be a good one to start off with. You're not reading the Bible. What book are you reading?
probably like Pottysaurus or something like that.
Can we clarify why she answered that?
Well, yeah.
All right, we're going to break my rules of lightning round and give her a moment to explain why she's reading the Pottysaurus and Minosaur book. Because
I watch my 4-year-old or 5-year-old now grandson, and we're working on potty training.
So, all right, you're not reading your Bible. What are you reading?
Jude, this new author just came out with this, and I got it off Amazon.
I've heard
this
it's
new
fantastic.
book.
I've heard
Yeah,
it is fantastic.
commentary type.
Yeah.
Witty.
Really
you know,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what it's in my
Fantastic.
office.
Handsome.
Yes.
I mean, good writer.
Yep.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Illustrations in the back. Yeah.
Those are called coloring pages for the rest of us. All right, we're back over here. All right, your first job was?
At Dollywood, I was a games attendant.
Ooh, that
I
was
was
back
only
when,
14.
and that was when every game was a quarter, right? First job, what was it?
Mean. That was
I worked at the Renaissance Fair.
Oh,
Yep, I did.
I'm breaking my rule again. Please expound on that. And please tell me you spoke in Old English.
Well, we had to.
Oh,
Yeah. So, but it was.
Video.
New show has just started.
we need video.
No.
We
no.
We need pictures and videos
You could edit that in.
immediately.
Yeah. But I sold apple dumplings at the Renaissance Fair.
That's too cool.
Things you learn. Did you know this? Wow.
I hope you
See,
knew
you
that.
know all of my answers. You know that stuff about me. You
Yeah,
know
we're not.
This is not the dating game where
I'm trying to get you in trouble. Okay. Okay. You're sending a text. You have only one emoji you can ever send the rest of your life. What emoji is it going to be?
The smiley
Specific.
face.
I like specific. Like just
The-
a standard straight. You're just a standard
No,
straight.
the one
smile.
with the teeth showing. I think it looks more friendly.
like the buck teeth one with glasses.
No.
Is that a shot against people who wear
The
glasses?
grin one, the toothy grin.
Oh, the toothy grin one.
Yeah.
Okay, I know which one yours is going to be. Which one is it?
the volcano.
What?
Yeah, the little lava one because I tell Leah all the time I
Oh.
lava you.
Oh, that's cute.
I thought it was going to be the little one with the hands like this. 'Cause
No,
you
I don't
said-
think that much.
Peanut Gallery. All right, we're going back over here. Oh, I like this question.
Oh.
This was my favorite one I came up with.
Yikes.
All right,
I'll get it wrong.
you are going to win an Olympic medal this year. In what sport?
Oh, yikes. The long jump? I don't know.
That's impressive.
Long jump. Kayla, you're winning an Olympic medal. Which one is it?
Running sideways while being thrown, having eggs thrown at me.
And videoed.
Yes. Yep.
I told them that's what we were doing tonight. I was going to make them run out there while I threw eggs and tomatoes at them to get them used to this. So that would be her Olympic. Okay. Well, I mean,
what did
I
you
didn't
think
know.
mine was
I don't
gonna
know. I don't know what it was going to be. I thought you were going to say breakdancing after this past Olympics.
Oh.
You really didn't go
Yeah.
that way though. So I mean, I would have said breakdancing because I think you could have taken that lady from Denmark or wherever she was from.
Australia.
Australia.
Yeah.
I think you could have beaten Australia.
I
That's-
mean, or at least looked.
It would have
like
been
her.
well.
was
It would have
gonna
been.
say, we-
It would have been close. It would have been close. Okay. Back over here. You have been told by the government you have to change your name. What is your new name?
Oh. Ginger. It was the first thing that came to my mind.
Why? Why is that? Why?
I don't know. I'm not
I
sure.
don't quite know
really
how to take
like that name,
I don't know if
though.
that was a joke or if that was endearing.
No, I really like that.
All right, you're changing your name. What is it, Clarice?
Ew. As much as I like a good dead person show, no. I'll go with Brooklyn.
You couldn't pull one name out of Friends.
No, I wouldn't want any of their names. They're very plain.
The one name that Phoebe always used?
Oh, that would have been a good one. I don't think you can say that full on
Oh,
on
is that-
this
oh, sorry.
channel.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Moving right along.
Strike that from the record.
Back over here.
Oh, man.
Your one hidden talent.
Oh, I do not have any talents.
That is
No
not
talents.
okay. We're going to go to the gallery. Is that an acceptable answer?
No.
Not an acceptable answer. We need something.
A hidden talent.
We know it's not wielding a knife.
That's for sure.
It's not chopping vegetables.
It's not, no, let's see. Do I have?
While she's thinking, the ladies here are now raising money to buy her kids safe cookware for her kitchen, including a knife set.
Yeah. I
So
do
that's
send
what we
several
are.
pictures
She
of blood.
she has to use plastic knives to cook with at the house. That's what we're down to. We're tired of having to go to the hospital.
What is my talent? What do I do?
This is not my interview.
Oh,
I mean,
but
this
you
is
know
my.
me,
But
so I don't. I'm not talented
wow,
at anything.
do you think you could have an Excel spreadsheet to show your talent?
Oh, I do like Excel. I do have some hidden talents with Excel.
Yeah,
Can
let's see.
run some cool macros. Make a
We
mean
tried. We
formula.
tried one of those ones. I was gonna say we tried one of those one
Yeah.
time. We couldn't get them to come out right though,
Oh, no.
but they tasted good.
Formatting,
Yeah.
color formatting.
Well, you've had some time to think. What would be your hidden talent that nobody knows about?
That no one knows about.
Well, I mean,
Well, none of them
that wouldn't
know.
be a hidden
Oh.
talent if everybody knew it. That would be a
That's true.
known talent. That would just be talent.
I think I'm pretty good at organizing things and getting things to be arranged in certain ways.
I've heard you are the controller of CJ Fix-It Appliance Repair.
Yes.
And I don't mean like financial controller. I mean like the general.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
There you go. Yes. And he agreed. All right. Oh, we're back over here.
Okay.
You can only choose one for the rest of your life. Are you choosing a pasta dish or a dessert?
Oh, pasta.
Really?
Yes.
It's disappointing. All right. You choose one for the rest of your life, pasta or dessert.
I'm going pasta.
And we quit. Show is over. We are looking for 2 new Bible study leaders here at Gilead. We are taking applications. The pay is pitiful. All right. We're going over here. Do you have any children?
One,
How many? What's the name?
Leah Brooklyn.
All right. Do you have any children?
Yes.
How many
6.
names? Or is that dangerous to ask?
Yeah.
I'll keep count.
Yeah. Jeremy, Ashley, Joanna, Josiah, Emily, and Madison.
That's pretty good. And they didn't even like rhyme or anything either, so that's pretty. All right.
Glad you remembered all of them.
Yeah.
Hollywood just called.
Oh.
Yes,
I've been
they
waiting.
have just called and they said that yes, you have arrived. They are making a movie based on your life.
Oh.
The title is what?
Oh.
We may have to cut to Miss Janice because I think she may have a great answer for her life.
All right. Oh. Wow. I have no idea. Yeah.
I was supposed to say, okay, gallery, is that acceptable? Not
Oh,
acceptable. Wow, you got rejected on that one.
I did.
That's a tough
Man.
one. I mean,
Yeah.
to just come up with, you have to be creative. So,
Yeah.
and come up with this title of your life.
Yeah.
We'll start the
You,
book.
you want help from the gallery?
Yes. Yes.
Get help from the creative one back there.
Phone a
The
friend.
title,
Phone a friend.
the title of your wife's Hollywood movie. Oh, I work. Oh, okay. I thought that was. I didn't realize that. I thought that was.
more.
I thought that was a question. I didn't realize that was the. I work. I work.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess it could. It's got multiple meaning. I go
Yeah.
to work. I work as in like I'm where I need to be. I work in this position, kind of thing. I guess that would work.
The lineage of working, work, her family, her mom, her dad, her grandparents.
It sounds like a lot of work.
Maybe you need a vacation.
Yeah, that's the title.
Can the sequel of
Vacation Time.
Can your sequel be Have Fun?
Yeah, I know, right?
All right.
Yeah,
Hollywood
I
called.
think mine's the opposite. I think mine's going to be bubbles, confetti, and unicorns. My perception on life.
Rainbows and Pop-Tarts. It's her life. All right. Over here.
Oh.
And I think I know what this answer is going to be. Best piece of advice you've ever been given.
Ooh, my. Why would you know that?
Because you don't trouble.
Such a good one.
I know this one.
It's don't trouble until trouble troubles you.
It's a good piece of advice. Wow.
Yeah,
All right. Best
it
piece of
is.
advice.
I don't have anything as catchy as that, but
I heard it many times.
probably just this would go with my movie title. Just work hard and put your best foot forward.
There you go.
Very convenient.
Work. We're back to this. This could be good.
Oh boy.
The last text you just sent said what?
Oh. Yeah, really.
Your next appointment is.
Um,
Thank you for everybody that's tuning in. I see our numbers going up. We're having a little fun here, getting to know. We're getting ready to introduce the Bible study here in just a moment. Kayla, what was your last text you just sent?
I think the last text I just sent was to Joanna, and it was probably the grinning face.
Shout out to Joanna. We hope you're watching. Your last text that you sent?
To the daughter.
I was gonna say it was while we were on
Yeah.
air.
To
That's
the
true.
daughter. She asked to check the cameras. The dog is barking. Is there anyone outside? And I said, no, you're all good.
There you go. All right. Let's see here. Going back over this way. Careful with this answer.
Is it easy?
Your favorite animal?
It can't be cats.
No.
Okay.
Sorry, all you cat lovers. Cats and I just don't get along.
It's going to have to be dog.
Got to be a dog. Any specific dog?
My dog.
Oh yeah, that dog. Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
That dog. Yeah, we got it. Favorite animal?
Say cats.
Come on, it's
Ah,
like a
come on.
like a platypus or something. Don't I mean?
No, my favorite animal is a manatee.
I love
Really?
manatees.
Yeah. I think
Any
there's-
reason for that?
I just really, well,
Just fluffy.
yeah,
No, you can't touch them.
Fluffy.
yeah,
They roll over when you scratch them. I don't
yeah.
know.
I don't know. They just look so cute, and they just kind of float through the water, and I don't know. I just think they're cute.
Do you think about this when you're just doing the work all day? Like if I was a
Yeah.
manatee,
You know, if I was a manatee, I could just
I would
relax.
just be floating in the water right now. All right. We're going back over here. This could get you all in trouble.
Oh,
Oh boy.
maybe don't
Your
answer.
famous childhood crush.
Oh,
Your famous child. I'm not talking about like,
if it's
Tommy,
the
he was in my
same?
math class. We don't, that's not good. We don't need that. We won't like, it was,
Yeah.
George Clooney or I don't know, whatever.
no.
I was trying to think of
That's
somebody.
not our age group.
I was
thank
gonna
you.
say
I was just trying to think of somebody. But anyway, somebody famous.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Hey, Peanut Gallery.
That got a reaction out of the gallery. Good answer. Good answer. We see Leo, Steve. All right.
Mine was Chris O'Donnell.
Chris O'Donnell. Chris.
And I ended up with a Chris.
Oh, yeah, I was second pick.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, there you go. And we've resorted to reading the stars. This Bible study has taken a great turn. All right, where are we at? Oh, if you could be an instant expert in anything, what would it be?
Besides Excel.
No, like you could pick anything and just automatically be an expert at it.
Yikes.
Hosting a Bible study.
The Bible. The Bible, Alex. I'm going to go with the
Is that
Bible.
really your answer?
Well, why wouldn't
Oh,
you?
I don't know. I thought you were joking because I said Bible study. So I thought you were just joking. But yeah, really, that's
Yeah,
good. I
I'll
like
go
it.
with Bible.
Yeah. What would you?
Yeah, I know.
mean, and you can't answer the same answer.
Right.
I mean, because that was a rule set out from the beginning. I remember somewhere over here.
Yeah.
It was an
Definitely.
can't have
international
the same
international
answer.
lightning round. Get to know you rules say.
Well,
We'll look at it later.
Since I can't say the Bible, I guess I would say, I don't know. Maybe,
Raising a 4-year-old grandson.
Yes. Yeah. That. True story.
I didn't mean to help you with that answer. All right. Is that your answer, really?
No.
Is that your final answer?
Probably. I don't know if I could just be like
Phone a friend.
nuclear engineer or something.
Oh, my.
Because then that would be.
You would know a lot of things
I
people
would.
didn't know.
Then you would have to like do a lot of work.
But she
I'm
already
good
does
at
work.
See how we've connected all these dots? It's fantastic. All right. All right, here. Question 16. We got 2 more questions. You are sad right now, and you're going to go to one place that is guaranteed to make you happy. Where are you going?
Oh. I know that.
McDonald's playground.
I don't even.
Have y'all seen, while she's thinking about this, have y'all noticed like McDonald's, like when we grew up, McDonald's red, blue, yellow, I mean the big red roof and all that stuff. You go by McDonald's today, it is a square gray building. How sad is it for this generation of kids that they don't even get to
Yeah.
enjoy a good Sonny McDonald's. Man,
Life
that's
is so
killing us with
great.
all of their trans fatty acids and all that good stuff.
They don't
Man.
get to have the sunroom at
I know.
Wendy's either.
Yeah, I mean,
you
it's
know?
anyway. Sorry, your happy place.
Yeah, probably sleeping. That's what I just saw back there from the peanut gallery. But yeah,
Are
actually,
you getting answers fed to you from back there?
Yeah.
All right. Happy place. Where you got to go?
Disney World.
Disney. Now, is that
I've never been there.
Disney years ago or the current Disney?
Well, I haven't been there currently.
We probably won't be going currently.
No.
Yeah,
The Disney
they've
World.
taken a turn. Sorry, Disney.
Disney
you,
World
you
when
went
Leo
rogue.
was 7. That was the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah, that was
I
good.
would go back to that. If
That
we
was
could go
good.
back in time, that would be where I would go.
Turn back. All right, we're not going to sing. All right, and the
We are
last question. You can only watch one movie the rest of your life. What is it?
Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11.
Oh,
And yours would be Titanic.
So many. Oh,
Come on, Leo. Come on, Leo.
yeah, definitely. I don't know. Yeah, Ocean's 11. No,
or there's 12 or 13,
13,
or
yeah.
8.
I haven't seen all of those.
They got so bad they went back to 8.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're not as good as 11. I'll stick
Gotcha.
with 11. Have you not seen that? As it has a lot of celebrities in it. I'm giving her time to think. Can't
She
you
is.
see? I'm
She's
trying to
stalling
help
for me.
out my friend.
She's being a good friend.
So of all the movies in the world,
Oh. I don't even really watch movies, so now I feel definitely out of place here. But
Old Yeller.
that is the saddest movie ever. Gee, I really don't know.
Guess what we're gonna watch
Wow.
after this, right here.
We're going to be
Ocean's
watching
11.
Ocean's 11.
Yeah.
All right.
It has
All right.
some
Well, that's
celebrities in it.
that's our getting to know you round, and so we're glad to be able to do that. All right, we're going to get into this more of this Bible study. What we're looking to do with it, what we're hoping to. Yeah, yeah. So now they're past all that. Now they're past that stuff. We're gonna actually do something worthwhile here. All right. So for the next few minutes, really, what we want to do is give you an idea of what we're hoping to do with this, and talk more specifically about this study and what these ladies are wanting to do with it. And so I got some questions we're going to run down through here with and see. So first off, the question we want to answer is why this? Why God hears her? What's the point behind it? And the heart behind this study, I guess, is what the title says, because there's a lot of Bible studies out there. I think this one, dealing with God hears her, is going to be something special. I think there's a lot of times where I'm trying to speak from what I can, from the outside view of what women have to go through, that they go through a lot, and they have to keep a lot to themselves. They feel like a lot of times they got to keep that bottled up inside, and they can't just be vulnerable because the men are around, or they can't just have that moment of weakness because they got the kids, they got the husband, they got the family, all this stuff they got to do, all these responsibilities. So why is this particular study needed? This series, why is it needed? So why do you think it's more important to have women have a dedicated time for women to study the Word together in this kind of format and fashion, in person and live? Why is that important, do you think?
I think for me, it's almost like when you go to work out. You need that person to keep you accountable, to push you, but also to help guide you. It's something that, like you said at the beginning, none of us know all the things about the Bible. I think doing it with someone's going to help you, bounce things off of each other, talk about it, be open about it, and really dig into it to learn.
So if women are wearing multiple hats, I mean, as we were trying to mention, you're the wife, you're the mother, you're the daughter, the employee, the friend, the grandmother, the one raising kids, running a business, and all those things. How will this time together help other women that we have in here that eventually you all are going to be doing this together. How is this going to help them? This study, how do you all want it to help the other ladies?
It's definitely going to give everyone a scriptural basis to be able to look back at and to draw from. To I don't know, like when you go through things in your life, sometimes you just really need the Bible, the scripture, to be able to guide you through things. And I definitely think this study is going to help women be able to find that, and also to be able to find friends and other women that are going through the same things, that they can just be able to talk things through and like you said, bounce ideas off of, and just be able to
I
draw
think
from other
I think that
experiences.
is just from knowing, and I was joking earlier about having a finger on the pulse of the church. I think having that said finger on the pulse of this church. I think if women in here knew the commonality that a lot of you all have together, the more at ease they would be with being able to open up about the same, like I'm going through that same thing. I'm having that same struggle. But again, we're so reserved to talk about it because we can't show that weakness as the wife or the mom.
Yeah.
When you get in this environment, I think, you can take that mom hat off, the wife hat off, the employee, you can just take it off, and you can just be a lady that has some struggles in life.
Yeah.
And come together and talk about it. And I think that's good. So, y'all stepped out to do this, sort of. It was almost like I shoved y'all into it. I guess we could probably say that. So what is this? What made you decide that, yeah, I'll do this? Because, ultimately you all did choose. I didn't tell you. I joke about that, but ultimately y'all did say, we'll do it if it's going to help the ladies. So what kind of made y'all decide you want to do it?
Yeah, I think for me, I had set a personal goal for myself about 2 years ago. I think I'm coming up on 2 years to read through the Bible from start to finish. And I do it right before work every day, about a chapter. If it's a short one, I'll do 2 or 3. But to work through it and to understand it deeper. And so that's something that I wanted to do. And of course, with this study, I think it's great, like I said, to do it with others, to be able to, you don't understand everything, especially the first time that you read it. And so I think other women will maybe have a different perspective on it, or maybe have already read that and would be able to speak to it, or maybe they read a commentary about it and be able to guide me on it, or other verses I would be able to guide them on it. So that's something that I personally wanted to do and have started doing. And so I think this is good timing because it just fits right into that. So
So what are the challenges that in this doing this study together? What are the challenges that you see women facing today that can help? That this study can help them with? What are some of the specific things that? Because I think I can go ahead and probably break the news that I think the first study y'all are going to do is on prayer. Am I saying that out of place? Is that what y'all decided to stick
Yep.
with? So something like that. What's some other things that you all have? Because I know y'all been talking back and forth. What's some other things you all have said? Like, hey, we want to talk about this because this is a struggle for women. What's some other things that they can look forward to?
Just being able to maybe be able to balance some of the struggles that we are having, being a wife, being a mother, some things like that. We've talked about just different ideas of taking a scripture and kind of fleshing it out a little bit to be able to understand things a little bit better, or see that there are other people, mainly women in the Bible, that have gone through some of the things that we are going through, and that we can, use that as a guide.
I think there are very definite scriptures, verses, passages, chapters, accounts that speak to everybody in the whole sense. Like, it says the same thing to everybody sitting in the room. I think there are some other verses, scriptures, ideas in the scripture that will speak individually to people in that might be facing things. But and also in the same sense, I think that a verse or a scripture can speak to a man in one way and a lady in another way, because those are two completely different roles. Because there's two completely different roles in the male and female, I think sometimes you can take, and I might be able to read, a chapter or a verse and sit here and expound on it, what this is saying to me. And the whole time the ladies are like, you're not saying that that's wrong, but that's saying something different to me because of my role as the helpmeet, the supporter. I think that's something that will be beneficial for other ladies to say, like, yeah, that's what I was getting out of that, or I didn't see that one. I think that's something that will help. So in this study, so we know why this is important for the ladies to come together and to have a place where they can talk. Feel free to kind of navigate some things together. So when they do come, like we've got the ladies that are here tonight, and very thankful for them. What's going to be the format? What are y'all just going to pull a verse out of the hat and go with it,
We're gonna
or
open our Bible and go.
you're just gonna let the gallery say, hey, turn over here and let's study that one, or what can they expect when they come? Like if they're here in person, what can they expect, or if they're at home,
We've talked about that we want to come up with like some ideas of issues that women are facing, or things that they might want to learn from the Bible about, and just maybe even first start with an idea and then kind of find some verses that can help with that, and to be able to talk about those things, and basically just open up the Bible and be able to find some things that women can relate to.
So you're wanting to take more so than just saying, turn over to the book of Titus. We're going to study starting in verse 1. You're wanting to take more of a theme like prayer,
Yes. Yeah.
and study that out, and how the Bible supports that topic.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're looking at doing. So what are some of the themes or scriptures or things that you all, like we said, prayer is one of them. What's some other things y'all have discussed up to and maybe you haven't, maybe you're still focused just on the prayer getting started.
Yeah, I think our first pieces were the format. And so we've, settled on, we don't want to do a series to start off with, just because we don't want people to feel like, oh, I missed the first two, I don't really have time to go back and watch it. Because, mothers
good.
are usually pretty busy, or women in general, where, we're working and then you take care of the kids and you have the laundry. Not that guys don't, they go out and mow the lawn and those things. But, we just want to be able to be as simple as it can be to get the most out of it for everyone. So like if you missed the first two, we don't want you to say, oh, I can't join in now because it's too late, or I've missed the first two, or whatever. We want it to be, a different topic each session, or to start with anyway. I think it might grow from there. But so we're going to start, it was one of the verses I was reading through, and we talked about prayer. So we know that one's going to be our first session and what we want to talk about. But from that, I don't know that we have a specific topic yet.
Wow, that might be good on with having this live stream, because I can see comments. I can't read that far away. You guys, if you watch my Bible studies, I can't see that far away, but I can see comments over there. That might be a good place for them to to drop stuff in.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's what we want to do. As we're doing this, I will be off screen when this starts, and
I might not even be in the room.
I may not even be allowed to be in a room, but I can at least relay stuff coming from there, and they'll have their phones out. It'll be a little more informal when this happens, so they could see, and she does know how to use. So you can see comments.
Yes.
If Miss Janice that's here tonight with us, if she can't be here because work held her over, and she's there and says, hey, what about, this, or here's what I was thinking, then you all can actually be her voice here in the room as well. So I think that will be, you might be able to get, help from that one. So let's get on down to the faith, the encouragement of it. One thing I love about the Bible is it does give us stories, and I hate using that word stories. It's accounts.
Sounds like a
'cause it's
fable.
like fairy tale. I hate using the word stories or characters of the
True
Bible.
stories.
But it gives us these accounts of real women in real situations, that in many cases are applicable to ladies today and what are facing. Not that they're just going to study women of the Bible, but these are women that went through the same struggles, the same happiness and joys and hardships and stuff like that. So in that, let's take a moment. How has God personally worked in your life the way that He has worked in some of the ladies' lives that we can see in Scripture? I mean, some women are highly favored, as we know. According to Luke, there's some highly favored women. There's some women who had some definite, struggles through the whole. So, I guess y'all can take this. So, can you share a time in your life when you specifically heard or knew God was talking to you, and you knew that this is something I've got to do this, or I say I say a lot from the pulpit. Like if I don't preach this or if I don't do this, I think I might die. I think this.
I definitely have
Like,
felt
well,
that.
I mean, but it happens like this Sunday morning. I think is such a pivotal Sunday morning. The verses were on. It's like all week. It's like I'm spiritually. I'm like working to a fever pitch. Like if something happens, if I fall sick on Sunday and I don't get to preach, I may just die. I may just roll over and be like, I can't. This is not going to work. So not that it's like that, but have you had those moments where for a fact that God is helping me, talk to me, or pulled me through whatever? Anybody?
Well, I can say that I was looking over some of the questions that you had, and you had talked about like when God had answered a prayer of yours, and so I was thinking about that. And for me, when we moved to Tennessee, I had really been praying for a church and a family. It just moving from New York, it was a little bit different because there, it's not like here. There are very few churches. There are and a lot of the believers up there are very quiet and reserved, and there and there's not a lot.
I would not fit in.
Right? Yeah, and
Yes,
Neither
Well,
would Jan.
I think she subtly agreed. Stay home is what she just said.
no, go shake it up there. But just just coming here, and I just wanted to feel something different. It just had been so. I feel like I'd been a little bit stifled, maybe spiritually, and I knew when we got here, I was like, please, Lord, just guide us to the church that you'd have us to be in, and please just, let us be able to be a blessing to other people, but selfishly, please, bring us some blessing in this and help us to grow. And we had talked about different churches. We'd tried different churches, and we came here, and I told Chris, I was like, we were in the parking lot. We hadn't even been to church yet. And
I've heard this story before.
And I'm like, dope. I just said, this is it. This is where we need to be. And he's like, well, okay. I'm not so sure. And I'm like, no, really, I am sure this is it. So, and it's
To summarize what she was saying, the best prayer that she's ever had answered was when she finally got to meet me.
I
And
don't
be
think that's what she's saying.
was that not how that went?
No, that is not what she's saying.
I'm sorry. Like I said, sometimes you hear things and it speaks to you differently.
Yes.
yeah.
I
Yes.
thought that's what was
not-
being.
It's not what I heard versus what you heard.
And your greatest answered prayer was when you met
Met
me.
you, of course.
I'm
God send you a
speechless.
husband.
Not really. I'm speechless. Anyway, do you have at the moment or?
I mean, obviously, the most memorable one that I had was, when God was speaking to me when I was lost. I mean, I was 7, but I can still vividly remember that. Like, I remember exactly what was on my heart and what I talked to my dad about, and when I got led to Christ. I mean, that was only a couple of years ago. So
yeah,
I mean, it's
just
easy to
young
remember, but,
whippersnapper here, but yeah.
I think that's that's the one that's most vivid to me. So
Yeah, that's one of those other interesting it's one of those, I would almost say more typical testimonies of people today that, I felt I need to be saved. You at a larger church,
Yep.
and it was one of those, well, let's wait and talk about it later.
Yes.
And that's a dangerous,
Yes.
that's dangerous to do that. Now, I mean, God still works. The Spirit, a lot of times is not quenched in that, but that's a dangerous game to play. But I'm glad it worked out the way it did.
Yeah,
so.
me too.
So, all right. So, Kayla, what would you say to women? Obviously, you all are, I wouldn't say overly comfortable, especially being here in front of the camera, but
Well, not yet.
you're
This is our
you're
first
surrounded by
one.
by your best friends,
We'll get better at it.
and your biggest answered prayer you're surrounded by right now.
I think she meant me
Yeah,
in that. Not
definitely.
Did not take it that way.
Oh.
So, what would you do? How would you encourage the women that maybe watch this later? The women that are here, the women that are watching live. We've got folks watching live. What would you do to encourage them that may be struggling with doubt, fear? I don't have time to get down there. I mean, it's Friday night. I could be at home, in my pajamas eating pizza. I could be at the grocery store getting groceries or reading, Pottysaurus
Right. Yeah.
with a 4-year-old. I don't have time to go do that. What would you say to those ladies that how important this is to be here in this?
I would just I would encourage them to make the time to be able to do that, because it's very important to not only learn about the Bible and to be able to gain knowledge of that, but it's important to be able to have friends and be able to rely on other people, other women, to be able to go through life. It's, sometimes I think that, like we've talked about, that women kind of bottle it up a little bit, and I feel like being able to know that you have a place that you can go and that focuses on God and that will, help you grow spiritually. I really feel like that's very important, and that it should be a priority.
Yeah, I think one thing where I got me starting to want to dig a little bit deeper was actually from a sermon I think you had preached not long ago about, sometimes we sin. Yeah, I do listen. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I tried to hide that.
I can see the shock from over
The
here.
Botox may not be working well.
Was, sometimes we sin by omission, like where we don't even know. And if we don't read the Bible and we don't understand the word, I think that's happening a lot. We don't know what's happening or what we're doing or that we are sinning just because we don't know. So,
Yeah, that's we've been given a lot of knowledge in this generation in which we live right here, and unfortunately, a lot of people are spurning that knowledge. That does not mean that we won't be held accountable
yeah.
to that knowledge that's there.
Yeah.
And if you don't take the time, it could be
We've got to read quickly.
just a few more questions before we wrap up tonight. We're trying to keep this, under an hour right now. We're
Thought we were
we're at
doing
that.
30 minutes.
We're right there at that point. Well, we had a little bit of fun to start with, so I was trying to keep it under an hour. So we're doing good. So hopefully, the folks are excited about it, encouraged about it. I'm assuming right now, just by the folks in our church that said, hey, we want to be there, we want to be part of it, that we're going to have, 10, 12, 15 people in this room together, and that's going to be the focus, is the ones right here. It's not always going to be this kind of, so it's not always going to be this kind of setup. It's going to be more focused on you all getting to talk, but the folks at home are going to get to be part of it as well. But so for that, people are, say they're excited and all that. So how can they find out more? What can they do to know what's coming up next? How are you going to have this out? What's going to happen in here in the room with the people that are here? Because it's not going to be, like I said, it's not going to be like this. It's going. What is this going to look like? How can they get involved when they come?
Definitely to talk to us and we don't want to just sit here and Kayla and I be talking to one another and everybody be just completely quiet. I know we have the mics and nobody on Facebook will be able to hear you all, but it's
Oh,
definitely
we're going to take
like,
care of that.
oh, let's get
I'm
them
just
all
kidding.
mics.
Yeah.
We definitely want like open conversation because you all, read your Bible and might have a thought or a verse that you want to flip to that corresponds with what we're talking about or have a question about. So we definitely want like the back and forth of communication and round table of
Yeah, and we want to
everyone
make sure. I know
interacting.
we're kind of joking about the stuff, but the cameras will always be this way.
Yep.
It's not going to be that way. The microphones will always be up here, so that way if you're talking out there, we'll keep things that you're talking about in here to this group. We don't want to we don't want you to feel like I can't talk now because who's going to hear this out there. And if this becomes a stumbling block, then this can go away and it'll just be a Bible study here. But we're trying to reach those people who can't get out and can be here and be a part of it. So we don't want that to be a stumbling block. So let me just say this. I guess we'll kind of close out with this right here. Is there any final thoughts, words, encouragement, anything that you want to let people know that are watching?
Tell them what you told me in the car on the way.
Ooh, what did you say in the car on the way?
It's a secret.
I know.
This
right?
is like
I don't know.
this is like Gilead at night.
I was just talking about that I just feel like this is really important because I know that I was actually saying that I have looked into other women's Bible studies and other types of ministries, type things like that, and it always seems like they're just based very loosely on the Bible, a lot on just emotional things or
Ooh, that's a big can of worms. I would love to open that one right now.
yeah. Just and basically just fluff that that really isn't getting into getting into much of anything really. It's just kind of like a gloss of over top of how, or it could even just be our opinion about something instead of what the Bible actually says. And I really was excited about this because I really want this to be so much different for people that are looking for something that is meaningful and is based in the Bible instead of just, this is how I feel and that's what that's how I feel. So that's what it is. And I'm not really, this is very dangerous to say, but I don't even really know or feel or care what God has to say about it, and a lot
That's a common thought today, though.
right. And a lot of times, sometimes women's ministries, they'll get together and they don't really focus on talking to God or even godly things. And and I was just really, when we talked about this, I was really excited about it because I was like, this is finally going to be something. I'm praying that it's something different that women can, also talk about their struggles and things, but we can take them to the Bible and say, this is what God says about it. And this is how we can get victory over some of the things that we struggle with and basing it in the Bible.
We were here.
I think that's good.
And even here tonight, we've already got a great mix of the older, wiser women of our church. We've got a young, recently expectant mother. So excited. 6 weeks along, right? Is that right now? If I get that number right now, 6 weeks along. So that's fantastic. And we got a young teenager here. I think that already speaks to the broadcast of this, what this study can be and what it can do, because you all are facing struggles that some of them have not faced yet. You can help them along. They're facing struggles that you all have already faced that you can help them with. And then there's others that are facing things that you all haven't faced yet. So I think the cycle can just continue. And obviously being here in person would be much better than being at home. But if you can't be here, then we are going to do our very best to be able to offer this live stream as well as at home. And if we don't do it live, we may record it and then put it back out through Facebook so you can watch it later. But one way or another, we're going to try to do that for you. But the best option would be just take out that night. I don't know if it's going to be the Friday night. What's going to work best out of the busy schedules that they do have. But whatever night that is, I would encourage you to take the time out of your night once a month and to come down and to be here in this room with these ladies. And I'll be providing food, and knowing that cooking is not my hidden talent. It's going to be something good from somewhere else that I'm going to pick up and bring that you all can enjoy and eat. And right here, we got a beautiful setup for that, so you'll be able to sit right here and enjoy good conversation, good Bible study, and good food. So we're looking forward to that. So, ladies that are here with us, y'all got anything that you want to say before we sign off? Nobody? Anybody want to do a hidden talent? Nobody got a hidden talent? Janice says, every talent I got's hidden. Oh, I think it goes back to the old King of Queens episode whenever Doug's mom was dancing to the song Shake Your Groove thing, and he said, Mama, you never had a groove thing. If you did, you lost it a long time ago. So, I've never had a hidden talent, and I don't. If I did, I probably lost it a long time ago anyway. So thank you all for joining us there. If you've joined us from live stream, thank you for the ones that will be tuning in later and watching as well through YouTube, Facebook, Sermon Audio, and the different places we got. We're gonna cut the live stream now. We're gonna let these ladies talk for here for a minute and converse a little bit about what they're looking for this, and then we're all gonna go eat at Zaxby's. So if you're close, meet us over at Zaxby's, and we'll sit over there and we'll eat some chicken and talk about whatever hidden talents. We will talk about Ginger's breakdancing in the Olympics. If
I
you
might
missed
even
that
show
part,
it,
you
yeah.
need to come to Zaxby's and find out breakdancing in the Olympics and how that involves her. So, all right, thank you. You keep praying for us. We're going to keep praying for you. Grace and peace to you here from Gilead Baptist Church.